welcome to the War Rogers News channel. Thank you for watching. Alright, so I'm waiting for the semifinals match, Captain Gray vs Exploits, and we will be right back on that note. Alright, so I think Blastoise is going to do Follow Me, and Salamence is probably, Exploits' Salamence is probably going to do a D-Dance. Oh, nice. But I see an incoming Follow Me. But maybe that's just me. Alright, so Blastoise might do a Follow Me. And yeah, Hariyama is going to switch into Ludicolo. Specifically for the Follow Me, probably. And Salamence is able to pull off a D-Dance, which is going to increase its attack and speed. Now, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to get a little drink here. But Ludicolo has poisoned the Blastoise, which is going to prove fatal for Blastoise if he stays around. Or she, sorry about that. Blastoise is a female. Alright. Now, as for Exploits' side, he might do a Giga Drain, predicting a Follow Me. Just to be safe. There's the Follow Me. Alright, Salamence is going to do another D-Dance. And Ludicolo might do a Giga Drain here. And Metagross might do a Thunder Punch. I guess that can work, but they'll just hit gradually, which is probably not the best decision. And the reason why I say that is because if Salamence is D-Danced, it's +2 attack right now. If it does a Dragon Claw, it could bring Ludicolo to, Sorry about that. Let me rephrase that. If Salamence does a Dragon Claw right now, it could reach the 2-0 here. Or two-hit KO here. The Dragon Claw. And as for Metagross, actually I think Blastoise is going to do Follow Me while Salamence just does the Dragon Claw. Considering the fact that the Captain Gray considers Ludicolo as a threat, but keep in mind he did Icy Wind, which means that speed is still +1 since Salamence was able to pull off 2 Dragon Dances. Although I wouldn't think it's really smart to stick around, especially while there's some tension going on. But there's the Giga Drain. Alright, so a +3 attack, that is going to hit pretty hard if he does something. I'm going to assume that Salamence and Metagross are probably going to target Ludicolo, since Ludicolo is on the watch list. For Captain Gray. Because Ludicolo could ruin a Salamance's day if it wanted to. And if Exploits want it, if he's so scared of Salamance's attack, he could switch into Salamence and then intimidate the attack. The Icy Wind. Salamence is probably going to do a D-Dance. Or not a D-Dance, sorry, a Dragon Claw, sorry. It's probably going to do a Dragon Claw at Ludicolo. Ludicolo is probably the #1 threat. I know that Ludicolo is the #1 threat on Salamance's watch list. So, here's what I think. I think Metagross is going to do a Thunder Punch. And then after that, Salamence is going to do a D-Claw. And Captain Gray is going to hopefully knock out Ludicolo. And then Ludicolo is going to hopefully survive to kill Salamence. Salamence, I don't think Salamence is really faring too well with those icy winds, if you ask me. The Stratusberry does kind of help out a little bit. There's the Muddy Water, and I was right. I was right in the respect that Salamence and Metagross is going to gain up on Ludicolo. I think they're going to do it again, because I think that Captain Gray is concerned about Ludicolo and how much damage it can do. Ludicolo is probably a really critical threat to Captain Gray's team. Now, Ludicolo at that particular range, I wouldn't say stick around. Ooh, both of them are protecting at this point. I think Ludicolo wants its leftovers. But here's the thing, though. I think Salamence should do a D-Claw at Ludicolo. Don't worry about Swampert. Your Salamance's #1 priority should be Ludicolo, because Ludicolo in general is a threat to most doubles players. Unless you have a Gengar on hand, but if Ludicolo is not dealt with early, then Ludicolo is going to ruin people's lives. Alright, so Salamence is trying to lower down the casualty count. Alright, so Exploits is going to pull out a Salamence of his own, and that means Salamence is +2 attack, but even at that, Salamence, Captain Gray Salamence still has enough power to hit Exploits' Salamence, depending on how much HP it has invested. Now, as for Hariyama could have an Ice Punch, which Hariyama's not really too much of a concern. People would rather run Hitmontop because, the Intimidate and, and the Match Punch and so on and so forth. And if you wanted, Hitmontop can run Ice Punch too. So, Hariyama, it is there because it's there, but, at the same time, though, Hariyama, Hitmontop does a better job than Hariyama does. Alright, so Metagross is going to flinch, and Exploits has beaten Captain Gray in the speed race, and Salamence and Exploits' Salamence has killed Captain Gray Salamence. Alright, so Gengar. This Gengar probably has HP Ice on it. Otherwise, he wouldn't have switched it in on a Salamence. And I think Exploits is going to be a little fearful to switch Salamence into Ludicolo. Meteor Mash is going to prove fatal. Dragon Claw. Whoa. Alright, so... Or, I mean, Captain Gray can carry Icy Wind. Wow! That one-shotted. Alright, so... So then we're gonna... So then we're going to see either, you know... I think Ludicolo and Metagross are going to come out here. Exploits... I'm not too sure what his last Pokemon is, but, you know, I think he wants to keep the element of surprise. Oh, alright. His last Pokemon is Aerodactyl. I mean, Aerodactyl and Metagross, I mean, it could serve a pretty good team. I mean, you know, considering the fact that Metagross can do Earthquake and then Aerodactyl can do a Choice Banded Crunch, or even better, a Swift Choice Band Crunch, which means that it's 50 times faster than Gengar, which means instant KO for Gengar. Now, Metagross, so I'm gonna see. I might see Metagross do an Earthquake here. But Captain Gray still has two Pokemon that are elements of surprise, which I think is going to prove quite fatal. So Metagross is going to do a Meteor Mash, which is going to effectively kill Aerodactyl. And Metagross did an Earthquake, which knocked out the other Metagross. And now, I'm not so sure if this Metagross is Choice Banded or not. For Exploits' case, I hope not. And for Captain Gray's case, that would be excellent. I don't want to take sides here, so that's why I'm cheering both sides here in the battle. I'm trying to be unbiased here. So Ludicolo is going to come in, and also Blastoise is going to come in too. So here's what I think. I think Blastoise is going to do a Follow Me, Ludicolo is going to do a Giga Drain, and then Metagross might do... I'm not sure if this Metagross is banded. If it's not banded, it might do Thunder Punch specifically for the Follow Me. I don't know. So Ludicolo is going to protect itself, and Blastoise is going to do the Fake Out, and Metagross is going to flinch. Like I said, I think Metagross is doing, or not Metagross, sorry. I think Blastoise is going to do a Follow Me, and then Ludicolo is going to Giga Drain, and Metagross is going to T-Punch. But that's just my opinion. All right, that is going to prove fatal for Ludicolo. And as for Metagross, Meteor Mash is going to hit. It's going to hit Blastoise. Blastoise can do Follow Me all it wants, and Gengar can pretty much do some special attacks with Metagross, unless it's Special Choice Banded. If it's Special Choice Banded, then that means Gengar needs to switch. If it's not Special Banded, then that means it could stick around and do some special attacks. Now, as for Exploits, I think he's really pondering on what to do right now. He's in a critical position. He may be in a losing position, but I don't want to, you know, to predict to, like, I don't want to negatively predict on people, but I'm going to say that Exploits is at probably a negative position right now, to say it lightly. Exploits is probably going to give up, telling by how he's going to wait for the timer. Alright, so Captain Gray has defeated Exploits, GG. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to Kieran's, and let's go and spectate the remainder of this match. So, wow, turn 3. So there's Snorlax. Alright. The remainder of this match is quite interesting, but the problem is that we don't know what the opponents see, so I'm going to have to predict what's here. If there is a... if there is... I'm trying to think here. For Snorlax's cause, Snorlax should switch into Gyarados if it has one. If it doesn't, then, you know, switch into some Intimidator. So that way you can neutralize Heracross's attack. And as for Gengar, it depends on who wins the speed tie. Is Yangisim's Gengar timid? Is Elkirin's Gengar even more speed invested? We don't know. Alright, so Skymarie is going to come in. And, you know, Elkirin's has beaten the speed tie, which means Gengar is going to go out. And him on top... Heracross is going to do a low kick. And telling by the Sandstorm, somebody pulled off a Tyranitar. I know that there's a Tyranitar nearby. Who has a Tyranitar? You don't know. Vaporeon is in the match right now. Telling by it being full health, it probably wasn't exposed before. Maybe it was, and maybe there was some water move that recovered it. I don't know. But I don't think Vaporeon was exposed earlier on. So Skymarie, I mean, Skymarie could theoretically do a Drill Peck at Heracross, but that's kind of gonna be that's kind of risking it a little bit. Blissey and Venusaur, probably a really good duo, to be quite honest with you. But because, you know, Venusaur and Blissey are really good walls. Alright, so I'm going to see Skymarie probably do a Drill Peck. Because what's to lose at this point? I mean, it depends on if Elkirin says Tyranitar or not. I'm not sure who's holding a Tyranitar. But Skymarie could do a Drill Peck and could knock out Venusaur. But I don't think Skymarie wants to take that chance, considering the fact that Blissey could carry a Thunder Wave. So Vaporeon is going to protect. Oh no, wait. Venusaur is going to protect. Sorry about that. Venusaur is going to do protect, and then Vaporeon can't do the Ice Beam. Alright, so Venusaur is probably going to switch into Gengar if it wants to survive, which means for Yangisim, I think if he's thinking what I'm thinking, he should body slam the Blissey, because oh, that's gonna hurt. Whoa, that is going to hurt so bad. Whew. Whoa, that is a guaranteed knockout, folks. That's a guaranteed knockout, especially with the helping hand. That's really a strong body slam. Elkirin needs to go into something else other than Gengar. Probably, yeah. Go into oh, wait. Why'd you go into Gengar? You need Snorlax needs an escape, or not Snorlax. Sorry, Elkirin needs an escape. Just in case he body slams the Blissey. What do you have for escape for an escape now? Unless he's the holder of Tyranitar. But I don't know who's the holder of Tyranitar. But telling by the Sandstorm earlier. All right, so Snorlax is going to do a burn, but the Lumberry is going to recover here, and Snorlax is going to do a crunch, which is going to prove fatal for Gengar. And Gengar should have you know, stuck behind Blissey, and now Occurrence is in a funny position where he has to kind of, you know, make sure that Snorlax doesn't get too OP here. And as for Yangasum, I would suggest for him to keep Snorlax around. Keep Snorlax. And then switch into Skymory and do a Drill Peck. Okay, well, I don't know why he... Yeah, no. That's, Alright, now Yangasum is going to have to put in his 2 Pokemon. I'm not too sure who they are, but... and now we'll find out if Yangasum had the Tyranitar the whole entire time. Yep, I was right. There was a Tyranitar somewhere. And Skymory could Drill Peck's Heracross. And Tyranitar could do a Rock Slide on both Heracross and Blissey, which would be perfect coverage. Because, you know, yeah, Heracross is going to switch, but Jolt is going to stick around. Tyranitar is going to do a D-Dance, and Skymory is probably going to do a Drill Peck, and it's not going to be effective. Alright, so Blissey is going to try to do a T-Bolt here, and I think both Jolteon and Blissey are going to seriously do some work on Skymory to try to knock it out. Although I think Blissey can do a pretty good job of knocking it out, but it's just the main concern I have for Elcurance, and I don't think it's much of a concern, is Tyranitar, because Tyranitar might do an Earthquake. It might knock out a lot of things, or do a Rock Slide. Jolteon is knocked out, and this is a really critical point right now. Good call on Blissey's behalf. That may have saved Elcurance from being KO'd. Heracross at this point is probably going to do Low Kick, because Low Kick is going to knock out Tyranitar from that range. Yeah, GG for Elcurance. And now we know that Elcurance is going to be battling against Captain Gray. So, GG. Alright. Anyways, we will be right back. Alright, so we are at turn 1 of the final battle. Alright, so Aerodactyl vs... Aerodactyl and Gengar vs Blaziken and Gengar. I'm going to predict an upcoming switch. Maybe not. I think both of them are protecting first to see what's going to happen here. So, okay. I think Captain Gray is going to switch. And the reason why I say that is because Gengar is... how should I put it? Gengar is not... Captain Gray's Gengar I don't think is that fast. And I think Elcurance, I think he has a Swift Band on that Gengar, so I don't think that Captain Gray wants to take that chance. And Aerodactyls can also do Earthquake, so there's going to be a double switch here. Although, my original intent is that Gengar... Alright, this is a really hard decision right now. Hitmontop is going to Intimidate, which is going to mean Aerodactyl is going to be at -1 attack. Blaziken's probably gonna go too because, you know, I don't think. Oh wait, he doesn't. All right. So Blaziken is gonna faint. Even with -1 attack, Aerodactyl's still pretty good. But I think this arrow is choice banded. I really do think that. Now with Gengar, Elcurance could do an Icy Wind, although it's not recommended. Alright, there's a Swampert. Alright, so Aerodactyl is going to switch into Hitmontop, which is going to intimidate both Aerodactyl and Hitmontop. The helping hand. Alright, so the Rock Slide. The Rock Slide is going to hurt just a little bit, not too much. It's going to feel like a little tap. Alright, so Hitmontop. Alright, so Aerodactyl is going to switch into Ludicolo. And then Captain Gray's Hitmontop is going to switch into Metagross. Which then Hitmontop is going to do a Rock Slide, which means critical hit, not effective. And Ludicolo is going to do the same too. So Swampert is going to do a Muddy Water here. Alright. Swampert could switch into Blissey. Not could, it did. But there's the Icy Wind. And here's where things get kind of shady here. Does that Blissey have Toxic? Does this Hitmontop have Low Kick? I said it. I said what he had. That's kind of hilarious. Who wouldn't carry a Hitmontop with Low Kick, considering the fact that, you know, that there's Metagrosses and Snorlaxes in doubles, so yeah, having Low Kick is quite useful. I'll say that. So there's the protection. Explosion. Although, for Captain Gray, I mean, for Elcurance, it's not really phasing him too much. Although, I am going to say that Ludicolo may switch into Blissey, which, if Gyarados wanted, Gyarados could do a Shadow Ball on the Hitmontop, predicting Ludicolo to switch into Blissey. But then as for Captain Gray's Ludicolo, it could gain up on Hitmontop if it wanted to. So, yeah. Although I would use Shadow Ball personally because, you know, oh, there's the Blissey. That was an unexpected move. Elcurance thought ahead of me a little bit. It was like, man, he thinks that I'm terrified of a Sludge Bomb, so I'm going to keep my Ludicolo, and I'm going to switch my Hitmontop into Blissey. Quite gutsy, if you ask me. That's quite gutsy. So Blissey, even though the attack doesn't really matter. I mean, wow. Blissey took that quite lightly, although the lead seed, if Blissey sticks around, is going to prove devastational for Blissey. Good call on Blissey switching. I don't think that Occurrence is really expecting much out of Captain Gray, to be quite honest. What I meant by that is I don't think he expected Ludicolo and Hitmontop to kind of gain up on Ludicolo, and believe it or not, Occurrence Ludicolo is at critical point right now. But there's the Giga Drain and the low kick. But like I said, I don't think he expected much out of Captain Gray's Pokemon. I really don't think that. I don't think he even knows Captain Gray's playstyle. I don't think Captain Gray's been in doubles too often. Maybe that's just me. So since Captain Gray hasn't been in doubles too often, people don't know his playstyle that well. Compared to somebody like J.I. Serendes, which even their playstyles are a little bit unpredictable. Because so since they're really good double players, they can have multiple playstyles. And a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people just like to concentrate on one playstyle at one particular time, and that can prove really I guess it's gonna be like an open book. It's so predictable. But Rennies and J.I.S. are a special case. They're not an open book. And Captain Gray, telling by his playstyle, he's not an open book either. I mean, you know, he does some of the unexpected things and some things I wouldn't even imagine. Now, Gengar is going to do the Shadow Ball and prove fatal for Ludicolo. And Captain Gray looks like he's in a really critical position, but if you look at the very beginning of the match, Captain Gray hardly did any damage with that explosion with Metagross. So with that being said, Occurrence has really good Pokemon. Has really good Pokemon to take some of the abuse. Alright, so here's what I think. I think Gengar is gonna do a Shadow Ball on I'm not too sure if it'll be Swampert. Yeah, I was kind of thinking Swampert, because Swampert hits harder than Hitmontop. Arrow's health is getting dangerously low here. But now, Captain Gray, in a sense, has been doing a comeback here. Gengar can do a Shadow Ball on Hitmontop, and you know, when the Hitmontop switches into Arrow, then you know what's to lose. Blissey avoided the attack. All right. Satan on top is gonna go out, and Blissey is gonna finish up the Aerodactyl. And now here comes the speed tie. Who's going to win? Is Gengar going to? Oh, Captain Gray lost the speed tie. That costed him the match. But GG, and actually, in retrospect, though, Captain Gray played pretty good. I mean, I'm looking at him, and you know, for the first time, when I commentate him on doubles, he plays pretty good. You know, I was quite surprised about certain plays he did with the explosions and the protects. Wow. I mean, I guess you can say he's unorthodox in some of his tactics. But in the very end, though, Karen's did have stronger Pokemon, and it did withstand an explosion with Metagross, which, hey, that's an accomplishment. If you withstand an explosion from Metagross, it's pretty good. So, yeah. Anyways, this is the Roger's News channel. Don't forget to comment, or subscribe to our channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the Roger's News channel, signing off.